Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. So yeah, part 3, season 1, session 5. You guys had that long conversation. Realized that the mirror was melty, and then you go find Chrysalin, and spent some time. And sadly, he was a sad boy with the food and the stuffs. Do you fill her in on any details, or is it one of those you guys can talk about that while you walk? You're obviously spending the night here. Oh, yeah, never mind. You have to decide if you're going south or north. So, you bomb up.
Yeah. Actually, I look at Car and I'll say in Tasian.
Ka.
It's Ka.
It's not me using a Bostonian accent.
Ka. I look at Ka and I'll say in a Tasian accent. Do you understand me?
Nods.
Oh, you speak both languages. That's amazing.
Everybody speaks Tasian and Paradel. Sorry, it says everyone speaks Tasian and Perrin, and many of us try to speak Glyn.
Glyn? Really?
Not Glyn, sorry. Many of us tried to speak Mull.
Okay.
Sorry, Mull.
How many do you read?
Shakes his head.
We'll remedy that if you'd like. You don't have to decide now. That's fine. Oscar, I was promised rabbit.
Can I have more lettuce?
I've not gone hunting yet because we have to go and have a conversation. But yes, I can go hunting if you'd like, although it's a little late now.
So they should be sleeping in their burrows, as long as you can track and find a burrow.
I really want to use my powers on it.
You really want me to go out right now? That's fine.
I really want rabbit.
All right, sure.
She'll put a kiss on your cheek, and then she'll start chopping vegetables and preparing to cook them.
Oscar looks really confused at Laszlo, not at Chris. Just like, what the hell was that?
It was a gift. I'll say.
You want to come with me and get some rabbit?
You have to let me try once. I want to see what happens.
All right, sure.
Are you the kid that puts an M80 inside of an animal when you were a teenager?
I'm gonna eat the animal. I'm hunting it still. I'm not gonna just kill it to kill it. There's a difference.
So I totally put an M80 down a rabbit hole. It came out the other side.
Did you really?
No. I don't hurt animals. Jesus Christ. I've literally never harmed an animal unless
I've gone hunting. I can't say that.
Well, I intend to go hunting. But I've never harmed an animal unless I was disciplining a dog. But even then, it's not like you whack it, you know? It's like 2-3 finger, bad, you know? It's like, oh, you stupid dog. Not that way. This is why I have a cat. It's because I can't be mean to it. Just go away, leave me alone. Stop being nice. Anyways. So,
You'll love it, watch.
He already does.
I hate that cat. Bothers me.
I'm sure.
No, you have no idea.
I'm sure you hate that cat.
Let's go find some rabbit.
So you roll me your check to go hunting, sir. This is a survival hunting. Sorry, survival.
There is no survival.
There is no survival.
Oh, there's a hunting thing, right? Intelligence, survival? Hold on. Forage, climbing, strength. No, might.
Hold on.
Smithing. Perception, hunting. Seeking.
There's perception tracking, which is probably what you're looking for.
It might be tracking. Let's keep looking for a
I
second.
mean, we're handling animals.
Nature lore. Evaluation. Cryptography.
I don't want it to be animal handling. Don't make it animal handling.
Please.
We're not training it. We're killing it.
Communication, seduction.
Fair enough. Honestly, I deserve that.
No, it's going to be tracking.
Tracking, yeah. So just perception for me then.
Can I aid him in some way, roll, or do we just roll separately?
Oh yeah, roll separately. You guys both go tracking. See, the better man finds it.
13's not bad.
Oh,
yeah, better.
You find it first. It's one of those things where you found you. He's like, I think I found some tracks, and you actually see the animal, and you're like,
zap.
What's the damage with your 4
With
stunt?
4 stunt.
It's only 2. It only does
Please
2
don't tell me
points of
nobody
damage.
doubled stunt, did they? Okay, thank God they didn't.
But I think that's a mighty spell or a powerful casting. So
Well, the two things.
Oh,
What
no.
one? How much damage is it?
it's only 2. It does the same all the time for that spell. It's 2, but it pierces armor.
And your zap, because this isn't a spell.
And
this
it's
is
stunned. It's stunned.
Is this actually like a spell, or is this like your basic attack?
No, this is a spell.
Oh, so that is powerful casting.
Yeah. It has to, I mean, if it's alive, it
mighty
probably
spell.
is.
Or you fast cast it again.
There, that's the thing for it. And
you can reduce the MP, and you can do an extra 1d6
nope,
damage.
screw that. We're going to bed soon. Screw that. Fast casting.
Okay, roll your damage. Oh, sorry, 2 points of damage. So literally, you somewhat cook it. Then you char the outside, and you frizzle burn all of its hairs. You could smell the burning hair.
Half cleaned. Chrysallin asked for it to be cleaned.
I mean, it's DED.
Okay. Oscar goes over and actually will pick it up and like pat it down, putting out any like little lingering fires that are on its fur. And then he's gonna say, well, is it like a decent sized rabbit? Like, would this feed four people? Yeah. Then in that case, he's just gonna skin it there and then clean it there because whatever. He's just gonna skin it and clean it and take all the meats that are appropriate and he's gonna take the rest of the creature back as well, but he's just gonna be separating them already so that he can just give the meats to Chrysallin and then give the rest to the military to use.
Yeah, like
a little bit of fur here and there. Yeah, the bones for a stew if they want to use it for a rabbit stew.
Oh, save one of the bones. We're making a rabbit stew.
I would assume he's just skinning it and gutting it and then giving you
can use
whatever's
left.
left.
You can use the whole damn rabbit. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine.
Yeah. So. We'll figure that out. Yeah. But
honestly, the fur is not going to be worth very much. So it's just.
So it's not a matter of it.
Not now.
It's also literally just like, well, what are we going to do with it, right? Like, we're not going to do anything with it particularly.
It got electrocuted.
Yeah. It's still leather.
So,
the fur itself is not worth much, but the leather might be for
Do you
passing.
think Chrysallin would want a rabbit's foot?
Nope.
So
Oscar just shakes his head.
When you get the rabbit that they provide for you, it's dead. That makes sense. It's strange. It hasn't been bled out or anything yet, which is fine. But like, it's dead. But it just seems strangely stiff.
It would have been bled out because he cleaned it before bringing it back.
Oh, you did clean it. My apologies. It was.
I did clean it. Yeah.
Either way, it seems strangely stiff. Like the muscles seem strangely stiff. Either way, after he cleaned it out or whatever, when you first go to like take the thing from him, it's one of those like, you know, when you go to like shake somebody's hand or like whatever, like a little jolt hits you and you literally see one of the legs kicks for a second.
Well,
Don't ask.
I suppose it will be spicy.
Best not to ask.
It's pre-jerky already.
All right. Then we have more important things to do. But just to have you roll that intelligence crafting, cooking. Dex crafting. What? Oh, what did we say? It was intelligence brewing. Yeah, because you're brewing a stew.
There you go.
Brewing.
Sure.
It's a decent stew. Okay.
All right.
A DC 13 is
I
challenging.
mean, it's challenging. That's tavern level. Come on.
Yeah, tavern level stew. Okay, you made some decent stew. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, you do a good job. Everybody enjoys the stew. You even have Ka eating the stew, and Ka is like, it's one of those things where Ka like weeps with how delicious it is because the flavors just like blend together so well. But most importantly, again, I don't want to linger too much on these kind of details, but this chewing on this, it's the first time Ka has ever had meat. Like, you imagine there's meat involved in making the gruel that they eat all the time, but like eating like a chunk of the rabbit is like the first time they've ever actually had meat. So which you can imagine has a major impact on like the flavor, the texture, how delightful
He
it is.
gonna get diarrhea.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get sick.
He
His
gonna
stomach
get
is gonna get-
diarrhea.
He's like, "Ah!" So, anyways, moving on. Doxy, look back to those gifts I was sending you in text. So, do you fill in Doxy at all in the plan? Like, I still don't know if you guys are going south or north.
I would talk in front of Ka.
Sure.
It's so hard for me to say. I feel like
Ka.
I'm saying it wrong. Ka.
It's
Ka.
you might be. It's 2 letters, not 3. K-A,
Ka.
not K-A-H.
Kaka.
Ka.
I'm sorry, I hear that a lot actually. So, Heathguard. Heathguard tells us that we had 2 options to cross the border safely. Go south through Goldaria. Is that what it's called?
No, south through Yavance, north through Goldaria.
I thought it was flipped. Yvonne, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
Hold
think
on,
it's
let me
flipped.
look at a map. And I'm going to look at a map. Scott, where is Goldaria again?
Sorry. Isn't the map there for you guys just to click on?
Nope.
Oh.
No. Cannot see the map presently.
Nope.
Sorry. I thought I had it as a handout for you. I'll just need to do that.
Oh, maybe. Nope. No, Goldaria is north.
Okay.
So obviously you guys know where you are on the map is this spot right here. But yeah, so the idea is that you would either, let me click on this one over here. Either you would, sorry,
Go along the river this way, right?
Yeah.
Or go up through
I'm gonna
Goldaria
zoom
here.
in.
That would be
Considerably.
such a long trek.
Yeah, going south to the river is probably the safest route here for us in terms of time.
Yeah, so where you guys currently are, you would either,
We're like here.
Yeah, we're here.
there we go. So you guys would either like kind of like more or less head down here and then come over and then up this river here. So that's the town that he was mentioning beforehand, right?
100 miles.
Or you could head back in up through this way.
Oh my goodness, that's like a month. Like, what is that? Weeks of travel.
Head back down here.
Yeah.
It's more than double the distance.
Yeah. Realistically, we don't have time. We just don't have time to go north.
Then we go
Agree.
south.
Yes.
Makes the choice easy, at least. The other thing to note is he mentioned with the scrying spell, we might want to wait. Because if we do manage to get the other end, we might be able to utilize it ourselves much more usefully.
How will we know if it's the other end of this particular sensor?
Oscar looks at Laszlo. Yes.
I can't promise I'd know, but I'm pretty good at finding out things about items. Actually, no, I can promise. I'll know. I have identify. I know. I'll know. It's a long shot. We may never find it, but we still have it to use it if we don't find it.
The other thing he mentioned is that it would be quite risky to utilize it without having the individual who was meant to be seen on the other end of it, which we left in a town a few towns back.
This I had thought of. I had. But if we show them something worth seeing, those are questions that they will weigh less heavily. Regardless, if it would be more useful to us to find the other half of this purloined magic.
I think it could be. I think that could be extremely valuable to us.
Then
Especially
that's the
to
call
you.
we'll make.
Yes.
I think the value of it is, would be great for you. You'd be able to listen in on conversations and get to know people and be able to use that against them
Or for them.
or for them. Or aid yourself. I don't mean to sound malicious. I do a lot. I'm sorry.
it would just be so much easier to trick my way into trust with this. So I will mourn the loss of my histrionics for now. But if it's more valuable that way, then it's more valuable that way. I'm nothing if not a team player.
I think Heathguard recognized your name.
Oh. Did he?
Apparently you've got a reputation. Not too surprised, since the Queen asked for you.
Flawless Diamond Muse.
Yes.
Yes, he did say that actually, and that was one of his worries, to not put you in danger.
Yes. He's a good man. Cares for the people of Malta.
Very good man.
So, the plan is to go south then.
So,
Yep.
Yeah, south and then to the river.
Okay. So when you the plan to go south, is this something that you obviously had already spoken to people here? You're gonna leave behind your supplies and everything here. Yay! Do you intend to speak to anybody else in Yovance about this, or nah, bro? Maybe we'll just head down to Saul again, if you care to. You don't have to, and then you can head in from there. Cause I took away the map. Sorry, boys. 1 second. There we go. So coming over here, I think the general idea would be to head down to the lake. It doesn't have to be straight down, but you know, even if you walked down to Saul first, and then you went down this way, you'd be able to avoid nice and far from the border, and then head over, and then up from there, like, you know, because over here is more where they were saying that the battle would be. Like, this is more lands that they would be interested in taking, more so than this up here. They're less interested in this chunk up here because they really just want to bridge this gap. But like what happens over here, they're like, we don't care as much about this. This is nothing that we really need. Down here, maybe even just wait, because if you remember the big map, how far south, I'm sure, probably not sure on stream, how far south this is. Let me bring over to the big map as I'm over explaining things. Because if you look how big the border between Paradel and Yovance is, like, it's friggin' huge. So, like, they're probably much more interested in attacking all into here. You know what I mean? And maybe up here, less so this little chunk.
actually, Ka. My God, I hate that name. Ka. Do you know anything about this stuff?
Just Ka. Like,
Ka. I know, it just sounds so weird. I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Just say
Cock, no.
Canadian accent. It'll be fine.
Ka.
Cat.
Do you do you think do you know anything about this? You were pretty important to Lord Lardo.
Oscar actually looks kind of taken aback at you just saying that.
oh, go ahead.
That's the question. Do you know anything about this? You seem to be important to Lord Lardo.
Again, it's been less than a day, or maybe it's the next morning, whatever. They're like,
Yeah.
no, they don't really give a verbal response. They just shake their head and look.
Okay. That's fine. It's okay. Any tips on traveling? You know what? Chris Allen, you might be better at easing him in. I'm probably too direct.
Ka, if you think of anything that can aid our travel, we would be most appreciative, but you're under no pressure.
Nods. That's it.
We'll take it as it comes, gentlemen.
Yes. All right, to the south. Non-Venator, lead the way. I'm sorry, what name did you decide?
Credence.
Credence.
That feels appropriate.
Well, shall we? So
Sure.
I'm assuming we're not bringing. We're not bringing the cart, right? That was.
I mean, we only have a horse and cart.
Yeah.
We don't have horses for everybody.
Yeah.
We'll have
And
to take the cart.
Yeah.
Well, this is
and
what
I don't think Kai can ride a horse. Like, why would he?
No,
he wasn't allowed to ride.
He would be riding behind somebody. Like he'd be riding on the back of a horse.
I hope not. That would be an awkward ride.
I feel like Ka and I could probably sit in the wagon while Laszlo rides the horse that's pulling the wagon.
Or Laszlo, you could ride with me.
I mean, the cart's big enough that you can easily have 3 people.
Yeah, I could just sit in the back.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
can sit in the front. I'll sit in the
I
back.
mean, I don't know if carts are pretty decent size. You know, it's for like bail if I'm bringing like.
I'm tiny.
Yeah. So
Castellan's pretty small too. Yeah.
And it's like you guys are having an overabundance of supplies. You left behind a lot of the shit that you when you had into Doxy's wagon, because obviously like you had to downgrade considerably. So, anyways, would you guys head through Saul first, or just no, just cut? I only say that
Most
to
direct
start-
route.
I was saying I was only saying that because it keeps you a little bit further from the border.
It also keeps us from that camp that we just went through. And if you are wanting us to,
Sorry.
if you're wanting to avoid having us go through that camp in Provence, it's best if we head south first and then cut east.
I mean, you think they'd recognize us from that far? Because it was a half a day's travel. It was a good day's
3 hours.
travel.
Yeah. 3 hours.
It was 3 hours travel. We could, if we go straight south from here, they shouldn't see us. That's 3
That's my
hours.
point. If we go south direct, we should be fine.
Yes.
My
Cut
point
it
is-
down here, then go like this.
My apologies. The only reason I was suggesting Saul
That.
is because it's so freaking close between going. It's a mile difference. You know what I mean? That I was just saying. Oh, if you went that way, you'd have like a bed that you could spend the night in before you then really head out and left to Malta. That's the only reason why I was suggesting. I don't really care either way. So
I looked at Chris Allen.
I think we
Nice.
should take the most direct route. I think we should
okay.
light a fire under our asses. Honestly.
So you like we said beforehand, you spent that night sleeping because obviously you had dinner and everything. You spent that night. You already traveled all the way out, back, lots of conversation, blah 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 blah. Got things ready. Spoke to the thing. Every day you're gonna be able to travel 16 miles or so with the wagon, unless you're really looking to push things. But I don't think you want to do that because you might hurt your horse by doing so. So 16 miles or so, that's going to take you pretty much to, as somebody was just measuring, to the edge of this lake in 2 days travel. Would bring you pretty much straight to the edge of this lake. Because obviously you're not on an actual road. So it slows down your speed. You don't really know the area very well. You guys don't have a map, but you have a general idea of where to go, so on and so forth. Which
I can always know what north is.
That's super helpful.
Wait.
Where is a lake? I know where north is, but where's the lake? Well,
I mean, we saw the
That's
map. We know
north.
it's south.
There's south from where we are now, so we know
Bam.
enough.
Don't take my skills away from me, GM.
nice. You also know what time it is, Josh.
It's 12:01. It's 12:02, guys. It's 12:03, guys.
It's 12:56. So, anyways, you make your way down. Yeah. I need checks from you for this travel. Let's see. For the navigation, this is actually going to be. There's actually one that's called navigation. I suppose it's literally you're navigating where you're going. So you're going to need to roll a navigation check. This is intelligence for whoever wants to lead it. But I also want along the way everybody to make me perception checks. I'm seeing if I want to... Is there anything particular that you guys would want to be looking for with your perception checks? Like maybe empathy because you're trying to read the people. No, Scott. Just seeing. I just want to see stuff, you know?
I would be mostly focused on Ka. Honestly, I would be trying to teach him to read if he was receptive to it. Trying to break down walls.
Definitely too soon for them to want to try to learn how to read. but you definitely roll me, because it's going to be 2 days travel, roll me 1 communications check for trying to break down walls. I need one of you guys to roll me that navigation, and then the other 2 to roll me the perception check of their choice.
Laszlo, why don't you navigate? You seem to have a knack for knowing which way is north.
It's right there. Is that...
Before we leave, I can confirm that is north, and therefore I trust you with your navigation. And I will.
Yes.
Holy crap!
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, I am looking for mostly stuff around the people and around the general idea of where people are at right now within Yobats as we're traveling through. This is an empathy check for me.
Empathy, gotcha.
Yeah.
Doxy first. Your 12 total succeeds. Your 4 stunt point will be just the degree of success in which you have it. Because we are doing this as a, what's called a, give me 1 second to get the exact name for you. What's called an advanced test. It's not like a crazy hard advanced test though. It's going to be, because you're breaking down walls from who they were. It's going to be an average advanced test, which means you need to accrue the total of 10 stunts dice to have finally gotten this person to like open up to you. You just did 4 out of those 10 with these first couple of days of travel. Okay.
Okay.
And you can mark that if you'd like 4 out of 10 somewhere with Ka. As for you, Laszlo, honestly, this place makes you nervous. It makes you uncomfortable. There are slaves everywhere. I mean, it's like, oh, you walk past a farm. Oh, that's nice. That's a cute little farm. Did I just hear a whip on a farm? Like, it's just everywhere you go. Like, it seems like a lot of the stuff is driven by slavery, and it makes you uncomfortable with this because you guys didn't have stuff like this in any of the nations that you spent time in, you know? That's not really on the west coast of this continent. Anyways, continuing. Oscar, one of the things that you pick up pretty keenly is that there is slavery, it's aggressive, so on and so forth. Up towards the north, it's very clearly a war-torn land. Most of the people up there are soldiers, like slave soldiers, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. But as you move along, there's a bit of farmland there. The farms seem newer. It's probably to keep supplies close by so they can bring it up to the battlefields to the north and whatnot to keep supplies running up there at the best of their ability. But as you continue traveling south, just as they said, especially as you walk into that first town or near that first town that's on the border of that lake, there is no real, like, there might be some servants here, but for the most part, these are just people, like Heathcote had said. You definitely are able to read that what he had said was completely true. But also, beyond that, you notice that in Jovencia, this is normal. Like, there's no, like, oh, I hate my life. Oh, this is terrible. It's like, no, this is normal. As a matter of fact, out of all the slaves that you've witnessed traveling through here, the one that seems probably the least comfortable is Ka. I mean, this is quite the change of life understanding and everything for them. Everybody else is just like, nah, this is the only life I've ever known or understood, and so they just do their work the way they do it. Not everybody is so horribly violent with cracking of whips and whatnot, but unfortunately there is a good amount of that too. I hope this answers the questions you were hoping to, and this does bring us down to here. That is the first 2 days of our travel. We are able to stop here this evening because we are now at 1 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, which is when we usually end our stream. So, I entirely forgot because I think you guys forgot to remind me before we went live. Before we do anything else, tell me about, I'm so bad with names. Tell me about your thing.
Schism.
Oh God, it's a fucking great song from Tool.
So, it's a board game. We've been making it. This is both Doxy and I are involved in this. It's from company Arcanist Entertainment Incorporated. I am doing that with Ollie and Josiah and Doxy. Ollie is twitch.tv/OllieRant. Josiah is over at Dungeon Dad on YouTube. He makes actually a ton of really great videos on Dungeons and Dragons, conversions and monsters and things like that. It's really cool. If you haven't checked out
Also,
his
he's
stuff,
smoking hot.
Well, there's that too. He
there.
also makes killer music. If you've seen the trailer for the Schism is Immolation of Oathensfer Kickstarter, which is launching on April 3rd, Josiah does the music for that, and it is gorgeous. So we are making a board game, and actually I have something very special to show you today. And that is the first prototype box
Oh, hello.
has come in for Schism Immolation of Othenfer. So this is what we've been working on. I'm real excited about it.
I mean, holding that in your hands for the first time must have been schismatic.
Oh yes. And we've got a couple of other things that have come in there, and I'm gonna save those for social media posts. But this is the first set of prototypes. I've got 5 of them over here, which is very exciting. That I'm putting together right now so that I can send them over to Ollie, Josiah, and Dr.
So I live at 107.
Good. Dox yourself on stream. Perfect. But no, genuinely. Well, we're gonna be putting these together, and we're gonna be having some photos show up on the social media as well for this in the coming days. I'm hoping. I've got to take photos first that look pretty, but hopefully we're gonna be showing these off a little bit more, and that's very exciting. So stay tuned. I can throw in the link to our website, which has links to all of our socials and everything like that as well. And if you are interested, you can check that out. It helps us out a lot. We're launching the Kickstarter on April 3rd, so you've got 1 week.
Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure if that had changed because you said it might sound perfect.
No, April 3rd. We're launching it April 3rd, and we've gotten the last couple of things that we needed to in order. There's a couple more things that I need to finalize.
Is that Friday?
That's next Friday.
Yeah, Friday next week.
Yeah. So
just in
next
time
time
for
you
your
see us on the
paychecks.
show, there you go. So just get excited, get hype. We're very excited to show that off. There will be a preview page up for the Kickstarter pretty soon. We just have to wait for the review to happen for that page so that we can get the project approved through Kickstarter. And then once that preview page is up, you'll be able to follow it there so you can know exactly when it goes live and check it out when you're ready. So yeah, it's very exciting. We're very happy about that, and I'm super excited that I have these in my home now. It's very weird. So, yeah.
Kudos to you and congratulations.
It's pretty exciting stuff.
It is. Yeah.
That being
Pretty
said,
awesome.
that's exciting for, of course, the game that you're making. Anything else are you doing, Will? Anything else going on in your life that you'd like to talk about that is more than just Schism?
Well, I mean, I'm currently self-isolating, so that means I have a lot more time on my hands. That's not true. I still work too many jobs. But it does mean that on Sundays, I've started up over on Ollie's channel now. We've started a new campaign, which is Amelia's Investigation Agency. It's set in the city of Bastilian in Yarviskir, if you're familiar with his setting. If you're not, it's a cool setting. It's the homebrew world. It's also the world that Schism is set in. So if you want to learn a little bit about that world and what goes on in it, that's a cool place to start, and you can get some information there. That's at it's time change for him this Sunday, so I have to remember what time. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that show starts. So that's exciting. Other than that, not a whole lot.
What day of the week is that?
That's on Sundays.
Okay.
Sundays at 4 p.m.
Yeah, that's one that goes live 7 here. That's right. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. And so that is just new. There's only been one session so far, so it's pretty easy to catch up as well.
Because Erin actually rejoined you guys finally, right?
Yeah, Erin rejoined us finally.
She didn't do Star Wars. She hates Star
That's
Wars.
Right.
So.
She actually was going to join us for Star Wars, and she's going to join the next time we do an intermediary Star Wars game as well, with a character who will be joining those characters that we did Star Wars with last time. So it'll be fun.
Well,
but,
I was surprised. She said she was making. I was like, what? Like I said before, I was like, well, she probably just trusts all these DMing with it. She hates Star Wars. So
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Like, she just trusts Ollie because she hates Star Wars.
Oh yeah, no, I know. It was a cool conversation. I'm excited to see how that goes. Yeah. But yeah, that's the main thing. Other than that, I'm still writing a book. That's the thing that I haven't forgotten about yet, and I actually should be finishing up editing that in the coming months, and I'm probably going to go the self-publishing route through Amazon because it's just way easier than trying to deal with publishing agents in Canada here, because they are super.
Let's talk about this title here. Now, you say that you want to call it what again?
It's a whole pain, and the main thing is just in Canada it's really hard to get a publishing agent, so I've been just struggling with that in general, and figure whatever. I'll just do it myself.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll just Thanos it. We'll be fine.
Okay. Speaking of Thanos, hey Doxy,
Ugh.
you're killing it.
Hi guys, I'm Zero Doxy. I'm a disgusting human being. You can follow me at twitch.tv/ZER0DOXY. I also have a Twitter at twitter.com/ZERODOXY. Because on top of being a disgusting human being, I am terrible at branding. But also, I don't know, I have fun tattoos. I'm your goth girlfriend.
I
No,
thought I broke up with my goth girlfriend.
just Doxica. Just Doxica. Hold on.
Scott doesn't get it. He just
Hold
did the
on.
reference.
Hold on. Just Doxica. Just Doxica.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I realized what that background was like 2 months ago. Which is bad.
But yeah, I would lick your butt if you came and watched my stream.
It's true.
Excuse me.
Can confirm.
So when you streaming next,
Well, that's TOS. And Josh, quickly before
Slut
we
up or shut up is my motto.
Hey everybody, I'm Unfunny One. I run a Call of Cthulhu game on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When I'm not dying and sick, I usually stream during the day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a couple hours when my daughter naps, and then at night as well for a couple hours. Not like these professional streamers that can go the long hours, long haul. I'm quick. I'm fast.
Your poor
No
wife.
stamina, no self-discipline.
No
That's so early.
self-discipline, none.
Let's just say COVID-19 is not why she's locked in a hotel room.
I'll lick your butt, Josh. I'll lick your butt.
So when you streaming it? But yeah, come check me out if you want. If you don't, it's cool. Hang out here. I am very active in this community as well. So you'll see me around.
I can just only imagine if she what's the stream Josh does? Click. What the fuck did she just say?
I gotta take this phone call, guys.
I'll lick her
Sorry.
butt too. Don't worry. I'll lick her butt too.
All the butts.
All right. And you already found
My
me.
address is.
You already found me. If you didn't click the follow button, then you probably don't know how Twitch works. In which case, good luck. It's a brave new world, Boomer. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Raid.
Slut up or
Oh,
shut
yeah,
up.
I gotta raid somebody. Give me a moment.
Rena's live.
Apparently, Rena is live. I'm being told Rena is live. Do not go anywhere. You must stay and show Rena love before you leave. Do not go anywhere. Rena, oh, let's go see. Oh, she's playing the game. She's playing Walking Dead. I know exactly what I'm doing right after the stream. I am literally going to be watching this. I love watching Rena play this game. Let's go raid her. Let's go.